I'm about to have to wrap it, y'all.
Looks like we got us another hit. Yep.
Just think about the fact that Harriet Tubman, 1822 to 1913, was alive during the lives of both the second POTUS, John Adams, 1826, and the 40th POTUS, Ronald Reagan. The impact of American slavery and genocide isn't ancient history, it's contemporary reality. It says three facts about Black history to put history in perspective. This isn't ancient. It's here and now. Let's continue to educate ourselves and elevate our fight for justice because justice can't wait. It says this. Also, I love how in history books they purposely make photos in black and white when we already had color pictures, but that's their sly way of making it look like it was so long ago. Another comment, it says, I'm taken back by the comments that the presuppose a genetic inheritance of trauma because the way epigenetics can be twisted and suggested that genetic memory is scientifically accurate. It's not. Genetic memory is still pseudoscience. Besides, it's not history. That, for me, is the hurdle. It's the fact that the slave trade is alive and well in the modern era, but I don't see anyone calling for reparations from countries in the rest of the world to do what has rarely, if ever, been done before, pay reparations. No, I would rather see universal health care enacted, which would address the concerns of epidemic legacy and uplift everyone. No to reparations. No, I'll die on this hill. I really respect that actually, because I can go with universal health care. I'm with it. Whatever we have to do to get that. Uh, a lot of people that are saying no to reparations, it comes from a racist point. But you can do things without doing reparations that'll help everyone and it'll help black people too. So that's what we should do, I think, because people are going to always make arguments against reparations, but those arguments against like universal health care, a lot of them, they fall hollow when you have the actual data. It says, can we do a bit more research and call out other instances that aren't the common ones we know and always talk about? Thousands have been lynched, others have freed slaves. Let's dig deeper into history and not be lazy and continually admit the same instances over and over again as if there aren't other examples. The other one that says, white Americans are possibly frightened of their history. It doesn't show them in a particularly good light. They like to think of their history as if they are the heroes, but the reality is they weren't, and they aren't, and they won't be. Another comment, Carolyn Bryant is a major reason I just don't respect my elders. You never know what elderly person has done vile things. Who is Carolyn Bryant? Another comment, it says, excellent points. And let's also talk about that idea that no one alive today who suffered from slavery, trauma from slavery, altered genetics, and that generational genetic trauma combined to be passed to future generations. It's another comment says, where's the guy Cash A? Mm-hmm. It says, if you were running in California, I'd vote for you. Send money when I'm able. Another one that says, two major eye-opening moments in my life came when I learned NASA added a ton of colors to all the outer space photos we saw in school, and our history books turned all the civil rights movement photos to black and white. Another one that says, and the civil rights era was the 60s and 70s. Like, I don't want to date myself, but I'm not going to say it. My mom and dad was active in that era. Like, so that wasn't very long ago, basically. It says, the black girl escorted by police to go to school as old as my mother. The black girl escorted by police to go to school is as old as my mother. They probably started school in the same year, just one of them in dirty communistic regime and the other one with police escort in the free America, quote unquote. It says, this isn't history, this is happening. It says, the concept of within living memory eludes a lot of people who are uncomfortable with the facts of history. What's worse, they fail to understand that history rarely has defined heroes and villains. It's not that simple. It's never purely black or white. There's always a series of facts that are subject to the interpretation of people, some with an agenda, some with the subject to the bias of their times, some just viewing it through a single lens. But at the end of it, history is always fact. It is the sign of an evolved society when it is able to confront those facts and all this attendant information and learn from it and evolve. Sadly, we're not there. We're clearly not there. Yes. History is fact. He says the sign of an evolved society when it is able to confront those facts and all the attendant information and learn from it and evolve. So that's, and he says we're sadly not there. It's like, I really wish, and I love history. I really wish that we can look at history and learn from it so that those things don't happen again. But if we can't come to the conclusion or to the agreement of what actually happened, what the actual facts were, then we can't improve. We can't get to the point where we're avoiding these things happening again, improve in our present day. If we can't agree on what happened yesterday, we can't improve today. Picture of Harriet Tubman, clear color. It says, people who think Emmett Till being lynched in 1955 is ancient history should remember that 18 current members of Congress are older than him, and the white woman Carol Bryant, who got him lynched just today, died without accountability. It's not ancient history, it's contemporary reality. Oh, okay, so that's who Carol Bryant is. It says, politicians, we can't pay reparations to black people because no one alive today suffered through that terrorism. It's ancient history. People, that's not valid excuse, but also here are 3 survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, and they demand reparations. Politicians also know. I'm tired, y'all.
An educated and united public cannot be controlled. Get organized.
Learn to be active.
Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental